Hey guys, how you going? I'm going to continue with this 5G thing for tonight, but tomorrow I've got something really interesting to bring to you. It may answer some questions I got about the presidential seal and why it sounds like Trump may have handed power over to FEMA. Anyway, I'll continue with this. I'll get onto that tomorrow, but it's really, really interesting and really good news, believe it or not, guys. And I think everybody will be happy in the end. But anyway, okay, let's continue with this. Any person, attorney, or entity attempting to dismiss this case can and would face Article 2, 3, and 4 of the Genocide Convention, not to exclude public tribunals. Millions of people in China are depending on this lawsuit and awaiting the Honourable Judge's assistance in allowing the case to be heard in trial and justice to be served for the tens of millions in China who have been persecuted, raped or killed, and the millions in America who have been harmed, and the billions around the world that will be harmed by the negligent and dangerous developments of artificial intelligence and the defendant's misuse. Some of the technologies stated in this case can best be understood by someone like Elon Musk and Cyrus A. Parser, not the attorneys, who could be charged with articles of genocide for complicity if they attempt to hurt the Chinese people or the world's people by dismissing this case. In addition, it is being filed by Pro Se, Cyrus A. Parser representing himself, the AI organisation, his associates, and the many people related to his company, or have worked on behalf of his company, who have been harmed by the defendants. Finally, according to the Bill of Rights and Constitution, any person or entity can bring forth these charges when it applies to accusations of treason, prevention of genocide, persecution, or reaction to a genocide or harm not addressed properly by the government on behalf of himself, the people, or the nation. Jurisdiction. Defendants have violated state, federal, and international laws. The complaint largely cites many federal laws that were breached and violated by the defendants that caused emotional, financial, health, and physical harm to the plaintiffs, including death to victims of persecution in China and persecuted victims living here in California and in every state under the jurisdiction of the federal court. This court has original subject matter jurisdiction under 28 U.S.C. 1331 over the First Amendment and Lanham Act claims which arise under the laws of the United States, as well as 18 U.S.C.A. 1030, Arms Control and Disarmament Act, 22 U.S.C. 2551, and Foreign Assistance Act of 1961. 18 U.S. Code of Chapter 115, Treason, Sedition and Subversive Activities, 2381, Treason, 2382, Misprision of Treason, 2383, Rebellion or Insurrection, 2384, Seditious Conspiracy, 2385, Advocating Overthrow of Government, 2386, Registration of Certain Organisation. So there you've got them again. 22 US Code 2752, 2753, 2754, 2755, 2756, 18 US Code 1038, California Electronic Communications Privacy Act pursuant to Chapter 3.6, CFAA 18 USC 1030, Electronic Signatures in Global and National Commerce Act of USCA 1019, Genocide, Penal Code, Articles 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the Genocide Convention, as well as in violation of the FTC Act, 15 USC 41 to 58. The court has supplemental jurisdiction under 28 USC 1367 over the California state claims, which share a common nucleus of facts with the federal claims in this matter. 18. This court has personal jurisdiction over Google. Google, Facebook, Neuralink, Alphabet, Tesla, and DeepMind are pervasively present in California and in this judicial district, and is subject to general personal jurisdiction throughout this state. 19. Venue is proper in this district under 28 USC 1391 B1, B2, and C. Google has a large office in Venice, California, within this judicial district, which houses engineering, sales, and marketing operations for Google's ads, such that 6 complaint. Plaintiffs and defendants, including their companies, all have residence in California or do a considerable amount of business in California. The AI organization is based out of La Jolla, California. The complaints filed against the defendants stem from the creation of the AI and biometric weaponry, mainly took place largely in the state of California, as did many contracts between Chinese companies, Chinese actors, and the defendants and their companies. Albeit this is a federal matter, the venue is more than adequate and appropriate. 3. Relief you request. Prayer for relief. Defendants must pay financial and personal damages. Google, Alphabet, Facebook, Neuralink, Mark Zuckerberg, Sergey Brin, Larry Page, Sundar Pichai, Elon Musk, Tesla, and PR Newswire, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Eric Schmidt, John Brennan, James Comey, James Clapper, Andrew McCabe, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Amazon, Jeff Bezos, Microsoft, Bill Gates, CNN, Cable News Network, Anderson Cooper, Don Lemon, MSNBC, Rachel Maddow, Washington Post, New York Times, Time Magazine, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Harvard, Adam Schiff, Weiss Institute, DARPA, Qualcomm, George Soros, Soros Fund Management, and Open Society Foundations, University of Vermont, Joshua Bongard and Sam Kriegman, Rockefeller Foundation, Huawei, Boston Dynamics, Hanson Robotics, D.D. Chuxing, MegViface, Alibaba, SenseTime, iCarbon X, Festo. All defendants combined must pay a total of $4 trillion USD. Each defendant's liability is detailed below. No amount of money can replace the human lives lost, yet they must pay, and beyond the financial punitive damages required. Each defendant must assist persecuted victims and immediately begin exploratory missions to investigate Chinese concentration camps, tortured and murdered victims. Financial demands. Funds to be distributed by the AI organization and Cyrus A. Parser to victims of persecution, genocide, and to create a world body to monitor big tech and safeguard humanity. Victims include all the world's people to varying degrees, including democracy activists, Uyghur, I think that's how you say it. Sorry guys if I've pronounced it wrong again. I know you did try and tell me. Christian, Falun Dafa practitioners, Tibetans, Hong Kong citizens, Chinese citizens, judges, lawyers, journalists, academics in China, and the world's citizenry who have suffered due to the defendant's misuse of technology, negligence, weaponized AI, and biometric technology transfer, complicity, and lack of regard for human dignity. The following entities must forfeit all their assets and spend the rest of their lives serving others. I don't know whether I'd want any one of these people serving anything except time in jail. Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Eric Schmidt, John Brennan, James Comey, McCabe, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Jerry Nadler, Amazon, Jeff Bezos, Microsoft, Bill Gates, CNN, Cable News Network, Anderson Cooper, Don Lemon, MSNBC, Rachel Maddow, Washington Post, New York Times, Time Magazine, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Harvard, Adam Schiff, Weiss Institute, DARPA, Qualcomm, George Soros, Soros Fund Management and Open Society Foundations, Rockefeller Foundation, Huawei, Boston Dynamics, Hanson Robotics, DD Chuck Singh, Megvii Face, I always get stuck on that one, Plus, Alibaba, Sense Time, iCarbon X and Festo. University of Vermont, Joshua Bongard and Sam Kriegman must immediately stop all experiments and disclose any and all transfer to technologies to the US government. Facebook financial obligation. Facebook financial obligation. $506 billion, or at least 99% of its net worth. Personal obligation. World apology. 30 years of public service to assist victims of persecution. Disclose that its interface, algorithms and coding is programming people's lives, thoughts, emotions and biometric systems, and that Americans and the world's biometric systems, including facial recognition and private information of people's families, has been extracted by the Chinese government through IP theft and espionage and negligence due to Facebook's hires of agents who work on behalf of China. Compensate the AI organisation and Cyrus A. Parser for masking its books, articles and posts and promote them throughout its system as a way to pay back for its damages. Help sue China and Chinese companies for IP theft and misuse of Facebook's data and technology and expose their concentration camps and crimes against humanity. Immediate nationwide exploratory access by a defendant with China's consent to inspect concentration camps throughout China, prisons, detention centres and persecuted victims' statements with no limitations. Mark Zuckerberg financial obligations, $68.2 billion USD complete net worth. Personal obligation. World apology? No, that wouldn't do it. 30 years of public service to assist victims of persecution? Even that wouldn't do it. Help sue China and Chinese companies for IP theft and misuse of Facebook's data and technology and expose their concentration camps and crimes against humanity. Immediate nationwide exploratory access by defendant with China's consent to inspect concentration camps throughout China, prisons, detention centres, and the same thing again. Elon Musk. Financial obligation, half of net worth. 11.8 billion of reported 23.6 billion. Personal obligation. To ensure humanity is safe, willing to mitigate in person with Elon Musk for a conclusion he would be happy with. It may be possible to withdraw financial damages from Elon Musk upon conversation, including all requests for financial damages, if he can provide a better plan for AI development and ensure he or any of his companies were never informed or in knowledge of human rights atrocities in China. Did they know that by closing business in China and providing technology, they are assisting the Chinese government in surveillance, capture, internment camps, torture and murder? Immediate nationwide exploratory access by defendants with China's mandatory consent to allow inspection of concentrated camps throughout China's prisons, detention centres and persecuted victim statements with no limitations. Help sue and or expose China's crimes against humanity. If any stonewalling or delay from China to hide their concentration camps or traces to cremated bodies of Chinese citizens. Request to meet with Elon Musk, remove his Tesla factory from China and or help sue China's government and Chinese companies for IP theft and misuse of Elon Musk ingenuity, data and technology and expose their concentration camps and crimes against humanity. Sue the Chinese Communist regime for crimes against humanity. The AI organisation Cyrus A. Parser and victims of persecution under certain negotiable human scenarios would consider removing all charges to Elon Musk personally and Tesla. Neuralink is a separate matter. AGI and ASI must be discussed in person. Removing all charges includes retracting punitive damages under certain conditions discussed privately with Elon Musk and Cyrus A. Parser. Larry Page. Financial obligation. Complete forfeiture of all assets and net worth, $60 billion US. Wow. Personal and corporate obligation. Okay, lifetime of service to assist victims of persecution, rape, torture, internment in concentration camps, and families of those who are murdered and killed for their organs. Apology for 2 decades of manipulation and destruction of humanity with the use of Google's brainwashing algorithms and its interconnection with the misuse of machines, computers, Internet of Things, and smartphones. Lifetime of service for collecting humanity's biometric data via Google's artificial intelligence systems without properly educating the public of its implications with previous, current, emerging, and future dangers. Immediate nationwide exploratory access by defendant with China's consent to inspect concentration camps throughout China, prisons, detention centres, and persecuted victim statements with no limitations. Sergey Brin. Financial obligation, complete forfeiture of all assets and net worth, $60 billion US. And it's going to be the same again. And families of those who were murdered. Apology for 2 decades of manipulation and destruction of humanity with the use of Google's brainwashing algorithms and its interconnection with the misuse of machines, computers, Internet of Things, and smartphones. A lifetime of service for collecting humanity's biometric data via Google's artificial intelligence systems without properly educating the public of its implications, current, emerging, and future dangers. Immediate nationwide exploratory access by defendant with China's consent to inspect concentration camps, and the same thing again. This one is Sundar Pichai. Financial obligation relinquish of $921 million net worth. Personal obligation. 20 years of service to victims of persecution, internment in concentration camps, and families of those who were murdered and killed for their organs. Immediate nationwide exploratory access, again, with China and their prisons. Google LLC financial obligation relinquishing all net worth, not less than $550 billion. Less operating newly formed search engine with algorithm fairness, and correction of codes, algorithm dangers stated in this complaint. Company obligation. Confess and remove all coding and algorithms that can and do manipulate, influence, and biodigitally reprogram people's thoughts and biometric systems. Immediate nationwide exploratory access by defendant with China, again through the detention centres, victims with no limitations. Alphabet relinquished 99% of its net worth, not less than $950 billion market cap. Okay, and company obligation, the same thing again. CNN relinquish all net worth and assets. And same again with China's consent. CNN relinquish all net worth and assets. With no limitation and world discussion. Anderson Cooper relinquish all net worth and assets. And it's the same again, immediate nationwide exploratory access. Don Lemon same thing, relinquish all net worth and assets. And the same again, MSNBC, relinquish all net worth and assets. Rachel Maddow, relinquish all net worth and assets. Washington Post, relinquish all net worth and assets. New York Times, relinquish all net worth and assets. And the company obligations are the same. Time Magazine, relinquish all net worth and assets. Massachusetts Institute of Technology, relinquish all net worth and assets. Harvard, same, all net worth and assets. Adam Schiff, all net worth and assets. Weiss Institute, all net worth and assets. Cease and desist all experimentation, research and development and collaboration of robo-bees and cybernetically enhanced insect drones and any other insect machines. And company obligation is the same again. DARPA. Do they mean DARPA? DARPA? Cease and desist all research and experimentation of insects, including bioengineering and cybernetics. Company obligation, same thing again. Qualcomm, relinquish all net worth and assets, same company obligation. George Soros, Soros Fund Management and Open Society Foundation, relinquish all net worth and assets. And same again. University of Vermont, cease and desist any research with any entity that may directly or indirectly connect with China. Joshua Bongard and Sam Kriegman, relinquish all net worth and assets. Rockefeller Foundation, relinquish all net worth and assets, the same company obligation again. Huawei, relinquish all net worth and assets. Jeff Bezos, relinquish all net worth and assets. Amazon, relinquish all net worth and assets. Microsoft, relinquish all net worth and assets. Boston Dynamics, $3 million request for Risk Assessment Bureau organisation by the AI organisation. Company obligation, immediately cease and desist technological collaboration and transfer of their technology to universities, China, or persons and entities connected with China, or whom may have any risks of transferring Boston Dynamics technology to China. Cease and desist on preparation to deploy robotics to the public until further assessments are done. Hanson Robotics, relinquish all net worth and assets. DD, relinquish all net worth and assets. And all the company obligations are the same. Megvii, relinquish all net worth and assets. Alibaba, all net worth and assets. SenseTime, all net worth and assets. iCarbonX, all net worth and assets. Festo, relinquish all net worth and assets. The Chinese Communist Party, relinquish all net worth and assets. Hillary Clinton, relinquish all net worth and assets. I'd like to see that. Barack Hussein Obama. I can't say his name without saying Obama. Barack Hussein Obama. Sorry, guys. Relinquish all net worth and assets. Have a giggle with me. I just call him Obama. John O'Brien, relinquish all net worth and assets. James Comey, all net worth and assets. James Clapper, same again, all net worth and assets. Andrew McCabe, same again. The World Bank, all net worth and assets, including assets linked with offshore accounts. Bill Gates, relinquish all net worth and assets. Please. Jerry Nadler, relinquish all net worth and assets. Chuck Schumer, same again, relinquish the lot. 18 USCA 1030, 1030 Fraud and Related Activity in Connection with Computers, effective November 16, 2018. Google, Alphabet, DeepMind, Tesla, Neuralink and Facebook used AI software beyond the reasonable amount needed and in excess to extract human biometrics, and did so without telling the public the security implications. Hence, it was a fraudulent act beyond the accepted scope of their artificial narrow intelligence algorithms, coding, and other AI systems that directly and indirectly may relate. Breach of Arms Control and Disarmament Act 22 U.S.C. 2551 and Foreign Assistance Act of 1961 as amended 22 U.S.C. 2151. Google, DeepMind, Tesla, Neuralink, Facebook, and Alphabet did not have permission from the US government and Congress to transfer technology that can be and has been used for weapons in China, including the weaponization of robotics, artificial intelligence, quantum computing, 5G biometric technology, and civilian, private, or public data that could be used by China to hurt people throughout the world financially, culturally, emotionally, and physically. These breaches have contributed to the killing of many Chinese citizens, including victims of persecution. 22 U.S. Code 2752, Coordination with Foreign Policy. Google, DeepMind, Alphabet, Facebook, Tesla, and Neuralink did not give accurate information or get approval from the Secretary of State and the President to transfer artificial intelligence and all other technologies said in this complaint. 22 U.S. Code 2753, Eligibility for Defense Services or Defense Articles. Google, DeepMind, Alphabet, Facebook, Tesla, and Neuralink defendants did not have eligibility to transfer weapons that could be used for mass destruction, surveillance, including all technologies related to artificial intelligence that were transferred to China, Chinese companies or subsidiaries that transferred them to China. 22 U.S. Code 2754, purposes for which military sales or leases by the United States are authorized, report to Congress. Google, DeepMind, Alphabet, Facebook, Tesla, and Neuralink misused, were negligent and improperly transferred of AI, machine, biometric, bioengineering, and robotics technology to China, illegally selling sophisticated weapons directly and indirectly to China and its corporations, as well as doing research and development for China's sophisticated weapons programs. These AI and biometric weapons systems were used on Chinese victims of persecution, the very people Cyrus A. Parser and the AI organization were trying to save. 22 U.S. Code 2755, discrimination prohibited if based on race, religion, national origin, or sex. Google, DeepMind, Alphabet, Facebook, Tesla, and Neuralink engaged in discrimination directly and indirectly by selling to China and Chinese companies who were and are discriminating against their own citizens on the basis of religions, national origin, race, and sex, and putting these citizens in camps with surveillance with the use of the very technologies provided by Google, Alphabet, Tesla, Neuralink, DeepMind, and other tech companies, and persons named as John Doe. They discriminated against the victims of persecution in China that worked on behalf of Cyrus A. Parser, the AI organization, his associates, and victims of persecution and organ trafficking. PR Newswire discriminated against Cyrus A. Parser, the AI organization, and the victims of persecution by censoring the AI organization's books, reports, and articles, and aiding the Chinese government in spreading propaganda and incitement of hatred inside of China with PR Newswire's Chinese subsidiary. 22 U.S. Code 2756, Foreign Intimidation and Harassment of Individuals in United States. Google, DeepMind, Alphabet, Facebook, Tesla, and Neuralink defendants are in breach of this law by doing business with China and its companies who harass and intimidate individuals in the US, including Mr. Cyrus A. Parser, his associates, and persecuted victims who escaped China. PR Newswire intimidated other press release companies not to publish Cyrus A. Parser and the AI organization's materials. 18 US Code 1038, false information and hoaxes. Google, DeepMind, and Alphabet conveyed false information to the American public and the government about artificial intelligence activities in China. Furthermore, Google, Alphabet, and DeepMind conveyed false information in their Google Internet Search Engine algorithms, I think they mean, and decoding in a way that allowed humanity's biometrics, thoughts and actions to be misled, misinformed, and controlled by the information provided and available by Google's AI data and systems, not limited to artificial narrow intelligence. Okay, guys, I think I'll leave it there for tonight. Tomorrow I'll do something different, but I'll pick back up on this and finish it. I think I've only got one more to go, guys. Okay, have a good one, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.